What is up, guys? Doug and Heather here, your local Charlotte real estate experts with eXp Realty. Today, we are doing a super deep dive into niche.com's top 3 suburbs in Union County. We're going to talk all about the schools, we're going to talk about the lifestyle, and of course, we're going to get into real estate. So make sure you stick around all the way to the end because we are saving our very favorite for last.
And make sure you comment down below and let us know which one of the 3 of these Union County suburbs are your favorites. We would love to hear all about what you have to say about these 3 Union County suburbs. We just wanted to remind you that as much as we love doing these videos, what we love even more is helping you with your real estate needs. We are licensed in North and South Carolina and have lived here for over 20 years in the Charlotte area. So if you have any questions about real estate or the Charlotte area in general, please feel free to reach out. Call, text, email, however you want to get a hold of us. Our number is listed right below, and we would love to help you with your move to Charlotte. And again, if this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. That way you're notified every time we put out a new video. And we're going to be putting out new videos every week on what it's like to live, work, eat, sleep, and play in the Charlotte area.
So the first on niche.com's list is Weddington. So Weddington is a community just south of Charlotte with a population of just over 11,000 people. When I think of Weddington, I think of a rural country feel. I think of horse properties, large lots, beautiful landscape, just a really great part of the South Charlotte area. You definitely see a lot of horse properties, and you're going to find a lot of 2-lane roads down there. So there's not a lot of major roads, and so traffic can definitely get backed up down there in the Union County area of Weddington. So the schools in Weddington are top rated, and not only in Charlotte, but in the entire state of North Carolina as being some of the top rated public schools, with Weddington High School, Weddington Middle School, and Antioch Church Elementary School. So you've got great options as far as public schools go. Like I said, it's definitely got a country, rural feel to it. There's lots of space out in Weddington. And with that, there's actually some really nice parks, including a park called Colonel Beatty Park. Colonel Beatty Park is a fantastic park, 20 plus acres. It's got 8 miles of trails, so you can do hiking, mountain biking. There's sports fields, there's picnic areas, and lots of playground areas for the kids. The great outdoors there in the Weddington area at Colonel Beatty Park.
There's also a giant lake in the middle of Colonel Beatty Park, so you can bring kayaks, you can fish. We go and feed the ducks sometimes. It's a great place to bring the kids on a Sunday afternoon.
We've caught some pretty big fish in that lake, actually.
You just don't want to eat them.
That's right. You definitely want to catch and release. So another one of the big draws in Weddington is the location. So you're great proximity to get to the highway right there. You're also only about 15 minutes from downtown Matthews, and we've had a lot of videos that we've done in the past about that area. Great, cute little small town, with little wine bars and breweries and boutique shops, cigar bars, and they're bringing in all sorts of new restaurants there as well. So Weddington in general doesn't have a ton of restaurants and nightlife options. It's definitely more of a residential rural feel to it. But some of the favorites in Weddington, I would have to say, would be Poppy Seeds Bagels for sure, which is an awesome locally owned bagel shop. A guy named Joey. They've owned it for 3 generations. Their family has owned it for 3 generations. And I believe there's a couple Poppy Seeds Bagels around town now, but the first, I believe, was in Weddington. Fantastic baked goods. They've got great bagels and bagel sandwiches. And it's just super authentic New York style bagel deli type atmosphere there. Mario's Pizza and John's Place, of course, is another great option for pizza. And, it's a small bar with pretty good restaurant bar food, I would say, there at John's Place. They've been around for a long time, so that's another local favorite here in Weddington. The median home price in Weddington is just over $900,000. So obviously 40% higher than the national average. So it is considered a more expensive, more exclusive part of Charlotte to live. But that's also probably hand in hand why the schools rank so high there. You're gonna find some very beautiful master plan communities in Weddington, but you're also gonna find a lot of one-off custom homes built on very large wooded lots. Those homes typically are not going to have any HOA, although some of the master plan communities with these big luxury homes, you're going to definitely have some HOAs. But in general, you're going to find single family homes in Weddington, not too many townhomes or condo options there. So there's currently 36 homes on the market here in Weddington, which I thought was super high until I looked at what the price points are. So they range in price. These 36 homes on the market range in price from 1.2 million all the way up to 4 million. Most of those are new construction, but that just gives you kind of a good idea of what style and size homes you're going to find in the Weddington area. So not a huge surprise that it's actually one of the wealthiest zip codes in not only Charlotte, but all of North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Number 2 on niche.com's best Union County suburbs is Marvin. Marvin is located just about 30 minutes south of the uptown Charlotte area. It's really close to Weddington and it bumps up to the South Carolina border. It's really close to 485, so it makes for an easy commute to the airport or to the uptown area or any of the bigger shopping options that Charlotte has to offer. Like Weddington, the average home price there is just over $1 million. So you have another very exclusive high-end community, just like the Weddington area. And the big draw to this area, of course, is the beautiful homes, the more rural atmosphere, and the fantastic schools. So again, you're gonna see A-rated schools. You have the number 9 ranked best high school in all of North Carolina, which is Marvin Ridge High School. Then you have Marvin Ridge Middle School, which also an A school, and then Marvin Ridge Elementary, which also comes in at an A. With Marvin being a more rural community, you don't have a lot of shopping, entertainment, or dining options in Marvin. But Marvin butts up to the South Charlotte area, so you have plenty of different options for entertainment, a little bit of nightlife and shopping. You're really close to the Blakeney Shopping Center, and we've talked about that in some of our other videos, but it's a great little shopping center. They have a lot of family-oriented activities for the holidays. They have an awesome little green space with a spray fountain and a playground, like right in the middle of all the restaurants. So parents can sit in the restaurants, they can enjoy their dinner, and the kids are running around the grass area. They're getting wet in the fountain, they're playing on the playground. Also in the summertime, they have music out there. So a lot of great things about the Blakeney Shopping Center. They also are doing a lot of construction there. It's really a growing area. And so they just put in a brand new Publix grocery store and a few little restaurant options in there. I think there's a pizza place and some Mexican food. But then you also butt up to that South Carolina border. So you butt up to Indian Land, South Carolina, and there's so many things going on there. It's another really big growing area. And there you can find Marshall's, you can find Hobby Lobby, there's a couple other restaurants. Indian Land also has another great shopping center, which has a movie theater. You have Red Rocks, which is a really great restaurant. They have a couple locations throughout Charlotte. There's a lot of great things really close to the Marvin area. And if you love the outdoors, there is some great trails all throughout Marvin and a beautiful park called Marvin Efrid Park. That park has a community garden. It has a gorgeous redwood playground for the kids. It's one of a kind, like nothing you've ever seen. It's really cool. They have a barn out there that you can rent out for parties or different events. Every time you're out there, you see photographers because the park is just so beautiful. People are always out there taking pictures. In the back of the park, you can find a gorgeous pond and nature trails that wind all around the pond. So with Marvin's great location, so close to 485, not a far commute from the uptown area, the great shopping nearby, the phenomenal schools, and of course the exclusive high-end housing, you could see why Marvin would rank number 2 on niche.com's best suburb for Union County. So next up on the list is Waxhaw, which comes in at number 3, but it's actually one of our favorite places in the Union County area. Waxhaw is a really cute historic downtown area with a train that runs through and a bridge that goes over. Waxhaw has so many things to love, and they've done such a great job of preserving all the historic buildings and the original architecture of the town. Waxhaw is located in the South Charlotte area, but it's a little bit farther out than the first 2 communities that we talked about. So you're going to be looking at anywhere from 45 to about an hour, depending on traffic, if you're commuting to the uptown or to the airport. With it being a little farther out, you get more of a small town rural feel in the Waxhaw area. It's also a little less expensive than the first two communities that we talked about, with the average home price coming in at about $560. You're going to find some great master plan communities there. Some of them you feel like you're not even at home. It feels like you're at a resort. They have lazy rivers, water slides, activities directors for the community. They have huge parades and community events. They also have on-site fitness centers, just so many things in these communities. So that's another reason people really love the Waxhaw area, is because you get so much more amenity-wise in your neighborhood. Waxhaw is also a very family-oriented town. So there's so many festivals and different fun things to do for the family. So even though you're a little ways from Charlotte, you really don't have to leave the Waxhaw area. So on Mother's Day, they do this great spring festival. They have craft, they have food vendors, they have pony rides for the kids, a petting zoo. It's a really fun event. In the summertime, they have movie nights throughout the summer. On the first Friday and I believe the first Friday and the third Friday of every month during the summertime, they do music by the tracks right out in the downtown area next to the train tracks. So many cute little family-oriented things to do. Waxhaw also really focuses on the community in regards to the restaurants, the shopping. They want to feature local vendors. They want to feature their local farmers. So you're going to find a farmer's market that only has farmers that grow within 30 miles of the area. You're going to find little mom and pop stores that offer handmade goods like provisions. So you're going to find eggs and milk and things like that that were grown from local farms right there in Waxhaw. You can even find gifts like gloves made from alpaca from a local alpaca farm. There's all kinds of unique finds in there. They also have a great restaurant right there in Provisions that serves breakfast and lunch. So many great things to love about that little shop. While we were filming, we stopped by the Waxhaw Creamery. So they handcraft all of their flavors there, and they have some phenomenal ice cream. And if Doug will let me, I might even show you him eating some. They're also really big on preserving the historical architecture of the area. So they have redone an old cotton mill, and they've opened up stores and restaurants in there. And there's an awesome restaurant called Cork and Ale that's fantastic dinner spot, and they have a lot of small plates. So in that refurbished cotton mill, they have a great restaurant called Emmett's Social Table. And this restaurant features local farm fresh food and small plates for sharing. They also have a great selection of wine and craft beers with a really cute outdoor patio. There's also some other little local shops within that cotton mill area. If you go right into the downtown area, you can find a local brewery called Dreamcatchers. So that's a fun place to grab a craft beer. They have music bingo, live music. They don't actually serve food, but they bring in food trucks. So that's a really cool spot to visit. Located right next door to Dreamcatchers is a place called Cork and Ale. So Cork and Ale is a cute little restaurant with a cool outdoor patio. They also are a carryout for craft wine and beer. So you can find over 3 different types of wines there and a huge selection of different craft beers. So Cork and Ale is really a local favorite there. Besides being the number 3 best suburb in Union County, it also ranks as the 20th best place in North Carolina to raise a family. Residents of Waxhaw say they love the small town feel, the friendly people, the historical charm. They say that even though it feels like a small town, you're so close to the city. So anything that Waxhaw doesn't have to offer, you can find it in Charlotte, which is just a short drive away. So with all these great things about Waxhaw, you could see why it's one of our favorites and another favorite among the Union County residents.
All right, guys, so that's a wrap on Union County. We hope that you found our video educational and entertaining and useful in your home search. That's why we shoot these videos. We are here to be a resource for you guys. So as much as we do love making these videos, what we love even more is helping you with your real estate needs. So if that's something you are interested in, or you're in the market to buy or sell a house, please feel free to call us, text us, email, however you want to get a hold of us. We would love to hear from you. And don't forget to please comment below. Let us know which one of these 3 suburbs is your favorite and why, or if we've missed the mark, let us know that too. We would love to hear from you either way. And so until the next video, guys,
We'll catch you later.